For the folio, when you first land, obviously, onto your dashboard, you'll see all of your accounts that are connected, manual and plaid linked. And then from there, when you go into your spending tab, you'll see this new widget that appears, which is your recurring transactions. Once you see recurring transactions here, it very quickly at a summation tells you this month, my recurring, which is subscriptions and expenses, I have about $691 this month as my full total. Already, I think today's the 22nd, so we spent about 383 and we've got about 308 remaining. So it lets you see at a glance how many more you've got coming in. And then you can see, for me, it's, Spotify, Netflix, Disney Plus, and then 8 more that are there that you can see. Once you click the next button, you go into the actual part of it. And on this page, this is where we've started our breaking out. So you see the subscriptions at the top and you've got your recurring expenses at the bottom. Now, I'll go into both of those in detail, but again, your subscriptions are like your Disney Pluses, your Netflix, anything that you're doing that way. And then your recurring expenses are really things that you actually will need. Your monthly total, same as that you had before, is on here. And it also shows you where you are in comparison to last month. So you can keep a good track of where your expenses and your recurring transactions are actually going month to month. The calendar is actually one of my favorite features because it gives you a rolling 3 months back and also 3 months forward of understanding, okay, it's June 23rd. What do I have coming in today? It's like, oh, okay, there's a Patreon that's coming in today. Or what do I have coming up? Okay, I've got a Costco and I've got 2 more that are coming on June 26th. So it really gives me an ability to budget out and see what's coming up for me. Not only that, I can see what's been paid and what the payments and the dates that they came through. And then going into the next few months, I can see what's upcoming on each of the dates. I spend probably more time than I should going through this calendar and just making sure that the expenses that I see and the subscriptions that I see are coming in on the dates that I should anticipate. And luckily for me, Fruition's able to bring this to me without me actually having to build it out myself, which is a really great feature. From there, we'll go into the subscriptions, which is everyone's worst nightmare when they're looking into it. So for our subscriptions, you can see in the last 6 months, it was about 226, 225, and then we jumped up a little bit to 251 for the last 4 or 5 months or so, which really shows me that between February and March, there was a new subscription that was made. You can view this not only from the monthly, but also from the yearly. And again, this is showing how much you spent last year. And this is from when we have data that has been connected. So if you connect at any point, we'll be able to pull in that data. So it really gives you a good feel of where you are historically, and then where you are kind of within the last 6 months of where you have been. And then this is the all subscriptions page. This is where every subscription you have that is coming up or is either past due, as in we should have seen that transaction, but it hasn't come in yet, is listed for you. And this is really great because it shows you exactly what subscriptions you have, what categories they're in, how often they're coming through, whether they're monthly, annually, biannually, and again, the amount that's going to be there. For me, I can see, okay, Patreon, interesting. So I can tell, was that $25 that new one that came in starting in March? It looks as though this was a gift that's being paid out for $25. One of the other really cool features that we have is we also have the ability to show you the original amount. So it says from the first transaction we found, this was $25, which then lets you know that if it's increased, you can see how much it's increased and what time frame that increase is there. Not only does it tell you that your subscription is coming in monthly, it also lets you understand, hey, these subscriptions are starting to increase, and maybe some providers aren't letting you know that those increases are coming through. The other feature of subscriptions that I enjoy, and it's a personal one for me because it actually has helped me find a subscription that I had that I was able to cancel, is the annual feature. So not only does this show you things that are upcoming within either this month or July of next month, it also lets you know the next time you'll have an annual or a semi-annual payment coming in. Now you can see it's like, okay, well, Paramount is going to charge me annually again in December 24th. So you can tell 6 months in advance, hey, I forgot to cancel that. I should probably go in and do that. So again, the fact that it tells you all of the upcoming transactions and upcoming subscriptions is key for me. The next part is the recurring expenses. Recurring expenses, again, similarly built to subscriptions. So it's a very similar concept. So when you see one, you'll see the same thing. But for this, you can see there's a lot of change and variability that comes through. Now, that change and variability is because for recurring expenses, like your Georgia Power, which would be your electricity, sometimes for your internet, for insurance, even some of the other pharmaceutical ones that you have that are coming every other month, these could change month to month. And this gives you a good understanding how much your recurring expenses are changing month to month and gives you a good understanding. It also lets you know every 6 months I've got my insurance coming in. My auto insurance is $142, and my home insurance, which is coming in November, is $3,400. So maybe I can go back. I've got Flo here. So maybe I'll go to Jake at State Farm and ask him, hey, I've got $3,400 here. Is there a chance that you can help me out? Again, one of the key features here is not only is it showing you what's coming up within the next month, it's also letting you know what annualized or even every semi-annualized information that you've got and subscriptions that you've got. So it gives you a really good feel of everything that's coming up throughout the year, which for your subscriptions and expenses is exactly what you'd want. It's a feature that we, as the product team, tried to make sure was very easy for a user to see. You know, within 3 clicks, you're easily able to get through each subscription, each recurring transaction, and understand where you are. Look through a calendar going into 6 months to understand exactly where you'll need to be and see what's coming up. So again, it's very, very robust, but it's got a design that is easy to use and very manageable for all of our users.